Valentine's Day is coming up, and that means a lot of marriage proposals and people getting married, and of course the wedding industry. It's a multi-million-dollar one, and they make a lot of money around Valentine's Day and around June when a lot of weddings happen. What they like to do is they like to play into the princess fantasy that a wedding is the most important day of your life. It wasn't mine. I've never married, and I do have my reasons for that, and I'll probably tell you later on in the speech about some of them. But I want to talk about right now some wedding situations that I've been involved in that were very romantic and nice, and sometimes the couple have stayed married and others didn't. Valentine's Day is just a wonderful holiday for this. In fact, even my primary care doctor is named Valentine. Seriously, she has a website too. And when I was on Facebook the other night, I answered a question about where was my last romantic dinner, and I couldn't remember. And so I got into a conversation about that last week, and my significant other asked about where do you want to go since we missed your birthday because you got sick, and Valentine's Day is coming up, so what do you want to do? I said, well, I really don't like a romantic dinner, but what I think is more romantic is afternoon tea. I've done afternoon tea with my sorority quite a bit, and I really enjoyed mingling and mixing with my sisters and getting to drink that little spot of tea. So we're planning that. Weddings are wonderful. In fact, in February, about 11 years ago, my sister got married at our house. What happened was about 5 minutes after the contractors finished repairing our roof from Katrina damage, Judge Wilty came in, knocked on the door, and we proceeded to go through with the wedding ceremony. Very informal, very nice. I don't think I have ever again played the wedding march as if it were on a kazoo. It was impromptu, but hey, it was fun. After a short and sweet formal ceremony, my sisters and I celebrated with champagne and a wedding cake from Walmart. You don't think of Walmart as being a place for wedding cakes, but hey, we don't think of a Katrina-damaged house as a place for getting married. But my sister and her husband did it, and 11 years later, they are still married, and they're driving their 18-wheeler all over the country. I also thought about the other side of weddings. What if she says no? I've been reading an interesting book called There Goes the Bride about what happens to brides who perhaps get left at the altar or decide they really do have those cold feet and back out of the wedding. Most of them that I've read about said that they're actually happier being single. Hey, all the single ladies don't have to put a ring on it. Have you seen the websites called The Knot and later on The Bump? I was talking with a lawyer friend of mine about this, and we decided we were going to come up with a website called The Split. Oh yeah, we're going to make lots of money off of this one. And she was telling me about the various divorces that she had represented couples and people in, and talking about some of the more complicated ones and how much money that she would make off of these because they were so complicated. She quoted me $40,000 on one particular divorce, and I said, wow, how did you manage to make $40,000 off a divorce? And she talked about the complexity of community property laws in Louisiana and how everything is split into yours, mine, and ours, and it just won't fit into an episode of Judge Judy. I couldn't get into getting married. I don't get into the whole forsaking all others till death do us part, forever and ever, amen. It just isn't for me. I have a capacity for loving many people, and my best friend and I tease about it and say, it's raining men. I noticed outside the window that we're a little cloudy outside. We had some really terrible rain yesterday, but for a wedding, I would consider it good luck, because the luck is showering down upon our wedding guests, and I consider it a blessing, especially when the sun comes out tomorrow. Just that.